Liger vs Tiger, which is the strongest big cat? Alright folks, grab your popcorn and buckle up, because today we're diving into one of the wildest what-if matchups in the animal kingdom. Picture this, a heavyweight showdown between two feline titans, the mighty Siberian tiger, nature's ultimate stealth assassin, and the liger, a man-made mega beast that's basically the big cat equivalent of a bodybuilder on cheat day. Now, I know what you're thinking, wait, a liger, isn't that something from a cartoon? Well, sort of, but I promise, these guys are real. A liger is what happens when a male lion and a female tiger get together, thanks to a little human matchmaking. The result, a cat so massive it makes a full-grown grizzly bear look over its shoulder. Meanwhile, the Siberian tiger isn't here to play games. This is the apex predator of the frozen forests of Russia, a purebred powerhouse built for the hunt. If James Bond were a big cat, he'd be a Siberian tiger, sleek, deadly, and always one step ahead. Now here's the big question. If these two beasts ever crossed paths, who would come out on top? Is brute size enough to win the battle, or does wild-born experience trump raw muscle? As a wildlife specialist who's spent years studying the strengths and quirks of these incredible animals, I've got a few thoughts. I'll walk you through everything from their origins and behavior to their fighting styles and physical stats. And yes, I'll tell you who I would put my money on. So stick around, because this isn't just a clash of claws and teeth, it's a battle between natural instinct and hybrid brawn, and you won't want to miss a second of it. Origins and characteristics. Meet the contenders. Let's kick things off by meeting our two furry gladiators. First up, the liger. This cat is the stuff of legends and internet memes, but yes, it's very real. A liger is what you get when a male lion and a female tiger decide to break the rules of nature with a little help from humans. You won't find one prowling the African savanna or stalking through Asian jungles. Ligers only exist in captivity, and when they do, they are absolutely massive. I'm talking up to 11.8 feet long and tipping the scales at over 900 pounds. That's not a big cat, that's a furry freight train. But bigger isn't always better. Enter the Siberian tiger, the largest purebred wild cat on Earth. This beast roams the icy forests of Russia and parts of China like it owns the place. It's sleeker than the liger, weighing in around 700 pounds, but make no mistake, what it lacks in size, it makes up for in pure hunting prowess. These tigers are built to survive sub-zero tongue, trek through snowdrifts, and take down prey twice their size. So what we've got here is a clash between a genetic marvel raised in the comfort of captivity and a wild-born warrior forged by nature's harshest environments. If this were a superhero movie, the liger would be the muscle-bound experiment in a lab, and the Siberian tiger would be the seasoned fighter who trained in the mountains for years. Personally, I respect the liger's jaw-dropping size, but the wild heart and adaptability of the Siberian tiger, that's where my admiration lies. Appearance and behavior. Looks can be deceiving. Let's talk style and attitude, because in the animal kingdom, looks matter and behavior can mean the difference between dinner and being dinner. First, the liger. This big cat is like the celebrity offspring of Hollywood royalty. It's got the mane and face of a lion, but look closely and you'll spot faint tiger stripes running down its golden coat. It's like someone ran a lion through a tiger-themed Instagram filter. But don't let the size and fierce look fool you. Ligers are surprisingly chill. In fact, their personality is more like a playful lion cub than a battle-hardened predator. And here's a twist, they love water, just like their tiger moms. Picture a 900-pound cat doing a cannonball into the pool. Yeah, it happens. Now on the other paw, we've got the Siberian tiger. This cat is no house guest. It's a cold-blooded, snow-stalking loner with a killer instinct. These tigers are solitary by nature, roaming huge territories in the frozen wilderness. Think of them like the Clint Eastwood of the big cat world, silent, alert, and ready to strike without warning. They hunt alone, usually at night, and are masters of stealth. You won't hear them coming, but you'll definitely know when they've arrived. The liger might win best in show for its unique looks and chill vibe, but if I'm walking through the Russian taiga at night, I'd be way more worried about running into a Siberian tiger. That cat doesn't play. Battle skills, muscle versus instinct. Alright folks, this is where things heat up. Let's talk about what happens when these two titans throw down. The liger walks into the ring like a bodybuilder on cheat day. It's got brute strength, serious bulk, and canines as long as a Snickers bar. We're talking 12 centimeters of toothy terror. It's a walking wrecking ball with paws. Pound for pound, the liger is the heavyweight champ of the feline family. If this was purely about size and strength, the liger would take home the belt. But here comes the Siberian tiger, and this cat's playing a different game. Think of it like a UFC fighter versus a powerlifter. The Siberian tiger may not be as massive, but it brings speed, flexibility, and raw hunting instinct to the table. These tigers don't just survive in the wild, they dominate it. They've got experience in stealth, endurance, and precision takedowns. It's like muscle versus martial arts. Both big cats pack a bite force of around 1000 psi, enough to crush bones like breadsticks. And both can hit speeds up to 40 miles per hour. But in a real chase or a wild brawl, the tiger's agility and battle-tested reflexes give it the edge. Personally, I wouldn't want to be in the middle of that fight. But if I had to bet on survival in the wild, my money's on the tiger. He's not just strong, he's smart, fast, and absolutely fearless. Final verdict, nature versus nurture. So, who wins in the ultimate feline face-off? If we're talking wild, raw survival, the Siberian tiger takes it. No contest. This cat has generations of killer instinct flowing through its veins. It hunts in the frozen forests of Russia, stalks prey with ninja-like stealth, and owns every inch of its snowy territory. A liger, on the other hand, is more of a luxury giant, raised in captivity, fed steak dinners, and never had to fight for its next meal, but drop both into a controlled, level playing field, like a big cat version of a wrestling ring, and things get interesting. With its size and strength, the liger could absolutely throw its weight around. It's like pitting a grizzly-sized lion against a super-fit, battle-hardened tiger. Either one could come out on top, depending on the day, the mood, and maybe who skipped lunch. In my opinion, the tiger wins in the wild, but in captivity, it's a coin toss. Either way, you don't want to be in the ring with either of them. Let's admire these majestic beasts from a safe distance, and leave the brawling to the experts. Sure, the liger might look like the heavyweight champion with its massive size and impressive muscles. It's like the gentle giant of the big cat world, a true powerhouse in the ring. But when it comes to being a true wild warrior, the Siberian tiger steals the show every time. This tiger is the real deal, built by nature to survive, with razor-sharp instincts, lightning-fast reflexes, and battle-tested skills that only years in the wild can forge. Think of it this way, the liger is like the strong, well-trained athlete at the gym, but the Siberian tiger. That's the seasoned fighter who's been through every kind of brawl out there and knows exactly how to come out on top. When it comes to raw survival, agility, and sheer fighting spirit, the Siberian tiger is king of the jungle. No contest. Are they dangerous to humans? Absolutely. Both ligers and Siberian tigers can be dangerous if humans get too close. Even though ligers often seem more docile, kind of like big, curious puppies, they're still massive wild animals with powerful muscles and sharp teeth. Remember, there was a case where a liger mauled a keeper, so never underestimate their strength. Now, Siberian tigers, they are pure wild predators, built to hunt and survive in some of the toughest environments on Earth. They are solitary and fiercely territorial, which means if you wander into their space, you're risking a serious encounter. They don't see humans as friends, so caution is always key. Whether it's a liger or a Siberian tiger, respect for their power and space is a must. These aren't your average pets, they're apex predators that can be dangerous if provoked or threatened. So enjoy learning about them, but always keep your distance. Should you keep a liger or Siberian tiger as a pet? Let's be real, the idea of having a liger or a Siberian tiger as a pet sounds like something straight out of a wild movie, right? But here's the truth, neither of these big cats is a good idea for a household pet. Ligers might look like gentle giants, and some people actually keep them in private collections because they seem docile. But remember, they're still massive animals with the strength to seriously hurt someone. Plus, they require huge amounts of space, tons of food, and specialized care that most people simply can't provide. As for Siberian tigers, these guys are true wild warriors. They're territorial, unpredictable, and have instincts designed for the harsh wilderness, not your living room. Trying to keep one as a pet is not only dangerous but often illegal. If you love big cats, the best way to admire them is in the wild or through responsible sanctuaries and wildlife reserves. Trust me, no Instagram-worthy photo is worth risking your life or the well-being of these incredible creatures. So let's keep the big cats wild and the stories wild too. If you love diving into the wild world of big cats with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an epic animal showdown. We've got tons more amazing wildlife battles, cool facts, and jaw-dropping nature moments coming your way. Join our adventure squad and let's explore the wild together. Alright, now it's your turn. Drop a comment below and tell me which wild animal showdown you want to see next. More big cats, fierce reptiles, or maybe a surprise matchup you've never imagined. I'm all ears and can't wait to hear your ideas. Let's make the next video together.